ये तुम लोग का इंटरनल जोक सवाल है, ठीक है। एनीवेज, now guys, let's listen to some history of this country. The tax which we are going to discuss is indirect tax. Now, before 2017, in this country, on consumption of goods and services, we had VAT, excise duty, services tax and stuff. लेकिन the government was like, this system it's too complicated कि भाई स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को कितना टैक्स मिलेगा, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को कितना मिलेगा, व्हाट अबाउट इंटर स्टेट ट्रांजैक्शंस. सो they came up with this simplified system on the principle of one nation one tax, ठीक है. And that system is called as GST, goods and services tax, ठीक है. तो now everyone, मुझे बताओ what are goods guys?
Any article which you buy.
Any product that a consumer consumes. For example, chips. There was this controversy about popcorns में, पता है ना? 18% GST and stuff. Any vehicle product या फिर any product that we consume is called as goods. My goods. What about services guys? You guys are coming to Vaishika for classes. We are offering you all these maths, physics, chemistry, Hindi. And you will see this teaching is a form of service as a product. So now Vaishika, if it's doing business, it has to register with the state government of Maharashtra with a specific GST number. So this is a service as a product. Can you guys see? You guys are consumers of this service. सही है? And Vaishika, it is like a trading business, like a trader. चलेगा? सही है? तो suppose there is this guy who sells a product. There is this guy who consumes the product. चलेगा? Suppose ये trader महाराष्ट्र से, this consumer is also from Maharashtra. So the rule here is this type of transaction will be called as intra-state transaction within the same state. तो इसमें suppose they say कि GST rate is 18%. चलेगा? तो ये जो ट्रेडर है, whatever he is selling the product on the selling price, the consumer will have to pay two taxes. One to the state government and one to the central government. This is state GST, this is central GST. So this 18% is distributed as 9% of selling price, and this is again 9% of selling price. क्या ये इंट्रा-स्टेट GST transaction clear है? If the trader and the consumer are in the same state, then the GST division is SGST, which is given to the state, and CGST, which is given to the central government. बढ़िया? So this is my intra-state transaction. बढ़िया? Please copy this. Dispute out इसका बहुत सिंपल है. We need to understand some principles here. Intra-state का होगा, interstate क्या होगा? Just अच्छा, by the way, just note the names of these SGST and CGST. Just one question is, how many states are there in this country?
38.
But what about the union territories? So, in place of GST, they introduce UGST. The same percentage of tax will be given to the union territory. For example, Ladakh. Now bad things are happening with that state as a union territory, but Ladakh will get 9% of my selling price ka value, and my central government, which is sitting in Delhi, will get 9% of my selling price. Quick question: is Delhi a state or a union territory?
Are you talking about Delhi or New Delhi? It is a state.
New Delhi is the capital of Delhi.
That's a district, but Delhi is a state. Delhi, no?
How many people think Delhi is a state? अभी तुम लोग का geography गिरा हुआ है क्या? Surprise, surprise, surprise. Delhi is a union territory. अबे तुम लोग geography कुछ पढ़ते नहीं क्या? अच्छा, which is the latest union territory in this country? Okay. Can I erase this? Now suppose a seller who is a trader, he is in suppose Tamil Nadu, और अपना कंज्यूमर मिस्टर सोहन है, he is living in Maharashtra. तो will this be intrastate or interstate? अभी interstate में can you guys see when it was intrastate, Maharashtra government को 9% मिल गया and central government 9%. But here both Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra are having a chaos कि भाई तमिलनाडु को जीएसटी मिलेगा या फिर महाराष्ट्र को. So just to simplify this, they are like by 18% of GST या फिर of selling price will be paid by the consumer as IGST. इसमें पता क्या होता है? This is integrated goods and service tax. This is directly paid to the central government, and later on the central government will divide the share to the respective Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra government. But if they ask ki IGST, it is paid to the central government. बढ़िया? तो ये बस दो ही सिनारियोज हैं, इंटरस्टेट एंड इंट्रास्टेट. सही है? IGST. I stands for integrated GST, goods and services tax. So in this scenario, SGST will be 0 and CGST will be 0. In the context of intrastate, my SGST will be rate का आधा, ठीक है, total GST rate, and SGST and CGST will be distributed half. लेकिन IGST for an intrastate transaction will be 0. सही है? Please लिख लो. तो पिछले वाला डायग्राम करा, उसमें just लिख लो IGST will be 0. ठीक है, इतना ही था theory. Anything else that you missed?
Sir, GST or value addition?
We will come to calculation.
IGST is eventually going as CGST, which is going as to SGST.
See, basically, suppose you are a consumer. If you purchase a product from a trader who is within Maharashtra, you will pay total GST rate का आधा rate as to state government SGST and आधा % rate to the central government. But suppose if you purchase a product from a trader who is based in some other state, so you will only pay one GST tax, which is IGST. The SGST and CGST is 0, and this tax is directly sent to the central government. उसके बाद central government क्या करे? It's up to them. but it actually gives back to both these states, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. सही है? तो everyone we have three types of GSTs: S GST, C GST and I GST. ठीक है? Right, next topic, calculation of GST. ये अभी बहुत important topic है. Of course, they will not ask you one nation, one tax. It was just a background. See what happened. Because before 2017, acha, do you guys know why did they introduce GST?
Simplify taxes.
So actually, there are two types of taxes: direct taxes and indirect. Literally, only 10% जनता of this country are paying direct taxes. Can you guys understand? And the government has to provide all these infrastructure, all these for 100% people. So they are paying. If you are consuming any good in this country, right, they could tax देना पड़ेगा. This was a way to increase the tax collection in this country. ठीक है? और अभी बच्चे रो रहे हैं सब पॉपकॉर्न पे 18% GST है सब. Have you guys seen the controversy?
I think they are
Now calculation of GST. Please write a note. GST is always applicable on the selling price of the trader slash manufacturer. मतलब the price at which the trader or the manufacturer he sells the product, उसी पे GST calculate होगा. I have just explained, if they give the total GST rate of 18%, तो state का 9% of SP and central का 9% of SP. Suppose it is given directly from one state to another, then directly central government को IGST के form में 18% डाला. Now, मुझे बताओ, suppose I am buying rice and I am buying popcorns. Is it fair to have the same GST rates? No, because rice is like my basic product. लेकिन popcorns, caramel popcorns is my luxury product. So, right, second point. Depending on the type of product, the GST rates are decided. And I gave an example of 18%. Please do not think कि 18% ही सबका है. नहीं. किसी का 5% है, किसी का 10%. Recently, they removed GST on these cars, right? Suddenly car के purchase बहुत बढ़ गए. यूज नहीं करते हैं.
Depending on type of purchase, GST is decided.
Depending on the type of the product. If it is a luxury product, suppose तुम लोग BMW ले रहे हो, भाई लगेगा 40-50% GST. लेकिन if you are buying an EV car, suppose Mahindra हो, ठीक है भाई. So are you guys understanding? Based on the product, the GST rates are decided. Okay. Now, calculation of GST. So guys, we will take a scenario. Suppose there is a trader is selling a product to a consumer. What is list price of any product? ये तुमने देखा है. What is list price is?
MRP.
The price on the tag of that product. Generally known as MRP. It's called as list price, फिर marked price या फिर MRP. चलेगा? ठीक है? Now, guys, what is discount here?
Discount on the MRP.
1% of
MRP.
Discount is
Cut money removed from MRP and which is sold.
Discount is some concession given on the marked prices. Always. Discount is always given on the marked price. चलेगा? ठीक है. So what will be the selling price of this trader?
Discount minus selling.
The net price after the discount is my selling price of the trader, yes? और इस पे GST लागू है. So can you guys see on the mark price, if discount is applicable, I will calculate the SP and SP पे I will decide the respective GST values. सही है? Okay. So suppose this trader is from Tamil Nadu, this consumer is from Maharashtra. Suppose the list price is 10,000 rupees. Discount percent is 30%. The question is, calculate the GST in this transaction. सबसे पहले guys tell me here, is it an intra-state transaction or an interstate transaction?
Intrastate. Inter.
तमिलनाडु महाराष्ट्र एक ही स्टेट में है.
Inter.
इंट्रा स्टेट मतलब सेम स्टेट में है. रीडर अच्छा ठीक है, anyways इंटर स्टेट है. So guys here which kind of GST bill are you paying? IGST. And सबसे पहले if discount is 30%, what will be my SP now?
30 upon 100.
Can I just deduct 70% of 10,000? Guys ये 30% निकालो फिर 10,000 से माइनस करो. Rather than doing that, if my discount is 30% on this, with my selling price is 70% of 10,000.
Yes.
सही है? तो how much is 70% of 10,000? I think it's 7,000. And if they are saying the GST rate here is suppose 20%. So everyone please calculate GST. And by the way guys, please note, if it is a intrastate or interstate transaction, you will have to show the workings.
1,000.
Final answer in ICSE सही भी हुआ and the steps are missing कि interstate, intrastate, discount calculate या SP calculate ये सब missing है भाई.
1,400.
So first mention कि this is my interstate, therefore IGST will be 18% of 7,000, so 20%. कितना आ रहा है भरत?
1,400.
1,000?
400. No, 1,400.
Now this GST will be paid by the trader or the consumer guys?
Consumer.
ठीक है, consumer. The consumer will always pay the net GST value. ठीक है, so total GST paid by consumer is 1,400 rupees. सही है? क्या यहाँ पे क्लियर है? Page number 4, everyone just go through solved example 1. It's a simple, अच्छा, just last observation is, I am always saying कि GST is always applicable on the selling price of the trader. Can I also say कि trader का जो selling price है will be the cost price of my consumer? And please write a note here. Selling price of the trader, भाई ये बहुत important है. The selling price of the trader and cost price of the consumer is always considered exclusive of the GST value. Is always considered exclusive of the GST value. Unless mentioned in the question. Unless mentioned in the question. So guys, हमेशा if they talk about SP of the trader या फिर CP of the consumer, कि कंज्यूमर ने जितने पैसे में बाय किया वही तो उतने पैसे में ट्रेडर ने SP में सेल किया. So do not get सर सेलिंग प्राइस तो दी नहीं है भाई, कंज्यूमर का कॉस्ट प्राइस ही ट्रेडर का सेलिंग प्राइस होगा. So everyone go through example 1. Just see, let's apply that concept. You just check with your teacher that IGST, which is interstate transactions, syllabus में नहीं है क्या? Webgor में they taught. Hopefully they will teach it. ठीक है. Anyways, you know right. अभी बस वो difference बताना चाहिए. Intrastate में this GST rate is divided as 10% for the state government, 10% for the central government. लेकिन for interstate, the entire 20% goes to the central government as IGST. सही है? Okay. हाँ. तो 9% रेवेन्यू वो महाराष्ट्र को मिलेगा, 9% दिल्ली को मिलेगा. ठीक है? See this, अच्छा by the way, write the weightage of this chapter. It is 4 marks, 1 MCQ and a 3 mark question. बहुत easy होता है unless they give a competency based question. और competency भी ना, इसलिए I'm telling you all these methods and processes कि भाई trader, consumer कहाँ पे discount किस पे लग रहा है. I will just, because if they give competency का question, because मेरे को लगता है circles में I feel this year they will give the proofs. I don't know why, but I have this gut feeling. Because you know, have you read ICSE का statements? They said since 2025 fixed questions will not be followed. They might give some competency based questions. तो हम लोग भाई स्ट्रक्चर यही क्वेश्चन आएगा बोर्ड्स में, दे दिया सरप्राइज. तो गाइज प्लीज अकाउंट फॉर दिस वेरिएबल चेंज. आई फील 10 मार्क्स विल कम फ्रॉम कॉम्पिटेंसी. लास्ट ईयर का पेपर थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट आएगा, स्पेशली ज्योमेट्री. ऑफ कोर्स आई थिंक यू गाइस सॉ इट, इट लुक्स इजी बट व्हेन यू आर अंडर द प्रेशर इट इज डिफिकल्ट. ठीक है,
अगर भी आपने GST पहले लगाया और फिर डिस्काउंट लगाया, सेम ही आ रहा है. You get the same amount you have to pay in the end.
GST पहले लगाया
Without discount. और फिर डिस्काउंट लगाया उस पे, तो भी सेम आ रहा है.
जो सेम है.
हाँ.
10,000 पे GST 20% which is 2,000 और उस पे डिस्काउंट लगाया 30%.
सेम आ रहा है. 8,400 दोनों की सेम.
If I was a 10 student, I would not be doing this method. But just get the final selling price of the trader और उस पे फिर GST लगाओ. Sure, it is giving the same answer, but don't try these tricks in this simple method. कि भाई listed price है, उसका final selling price निकालो, selling price पे बस GST निकालो, उसके बाद तुम discount निकाल रहे हो, some risky process. Okay, now
GST is added. Yes.
अच्छा okay. The total price paid by the customer will be the cost price
Plus GST.
plus GST.
So they've asked to find GST
हाँ.
and then mention the cities. Do we have to mention CGST, SGST?
Yes. In the इसलिए तो the process. See, I said here interstate. इसलिए मैंने कहा IGST is 20% of 7,000.
But
if they say Maharashtra, you will write
9%
intrastate transaction. CGST is 10% of 7,000. SGST 10% of 7,000. दोनों का वैल्यू का एडिशन is my total GST. Then put it.
Is it necessary that the GST will be split in half all the time?
Yes, if it is an intrastate transaction, half of the GST goes to the state government and half of the GST goes to the central. ये हमेशा. तो total GST rate जो भी होगा ना, उसको split कर देना. If it is 21, it will be 10.5% and 10.5%. If it is 15%, then 7.5, 7.5. सही है for intrastate. Interstate के लिए तो डायरेक्ट IGST ही 40% चलेगा. Now, please guys, I am giving a very complex scenario here. Try to understand what is happening here. Okay? Suppose there is a trader. I am just going for Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. Tamil Nadu. There is suppose trader A. There is a trader B in Maharashtra, and there is this consumer who is located in Maharashtra. Chalega? Now, the marked price is suppose 20,000. GST applicable is always 18%. ठीक है?
अगर दिया नहीं है तो 18% ही मान
नहीं, they will give. They will suspend. ठीक है? I am just taking this number. Virat Kohli for example. Okay. Now, suppose no discount. ठीक है? Now suppose trader A is selling this product for 20,000 and trader B further sells this product to this consumer at a profit of 1,000 rupees. ठीक है? तो मुझे बताओ GST paid by consumer. तो कैसे करेंगे इसको?
18 plus
See, सबसे पहले let's solve for trader A. Do I know the selling price of trader A? Now trader A to trader B, what type of GST transaction is this? Interstate. So, will my GST charged by this trader A be IGST, which is 18% of
3,600.
which is 3,600. Quick question. For trader B, what is its cost price? Guys, please, I am saying cost price will always be exclusive of the tax paid by this trader. तो इसका cost price कितना होगा?
20,600. Exclusive of that.
You will not include this extra tax.
20,000.
इसका selling price 20,000 ना? इसका cost price 20,000 ही होगा. That's why I give the note कि whenever you are taking SP or CP of all these people, always it will be exclusive of the GST. तो भले ही उसने 3,600 extra दिया, लेकिन that is not my CP of this trader.
That's how much money spent to buy the product.
Total. If they ask total money paid by trader B, then it is 23,600. But if they ask कि cost price कितना है, cost price 20,000 ही है. If in bracket they write inclusive of GST, तो add कर देना. But generally, if nothing is mentioned, we will always take CP of trader B as exclusive of GST. तो इसका जो SP होगा ना, वही इसका CP बनेगा. हमेशा.
But if that's the case and I'm selling it at a profit of 1,000, so say I sold it for 21,000, but technically I'm facing loss because I bought it for 23,000.
I am coming to that thing, which is कि how much GST does this middle guy pay? Which is called tax and anything. We will come there. Let's first solve this first part. ठीक है, अनन्या. Did everyone get this concept कि भाई here everyone makes a mistake कि sir total पैसे तो 20,000 plus ये GST 23,000 नहीं. You will always take CP exclusive of GST. चलेगा? Now they are saying further this trader sells this product at a profit of 1,000. So what will the selling price of this trader be?
23,600.
84,600.
Think carefully. I just said SP and CP is always exclusive of GST. So at what price will he sell this product? At 21,000 या फिर 24,600? will sell this product for 21,000. Confused, right? Please write a note, everyone, again. ये बहुत important. Everyone makes a mistake here, right? or not?
I mean, we don't have that first one at all.
You don't have this?
This one here, but then other method is much easier.
Which one?
No, when you come up with IGST and all, then I am getting confused.
No, I am talking about this SP.
You don't have the complicated questions in that way, honestly speaking.
Oh, this question is there. Did you guys solve this question? With brackets?
Yes, yes, yes.
Everyone guys, unless they mentioned in the question, SP and CP of the articles will always be exclusive of GST. ये बहुत important point है. If you consider GST in SP and CP, खत्म. The calculation is gone. भाई ये जो GST है ना guys, please listen. ये जो GST है ना, it's part of the central government and state government का revenue. तो मैं ये नहीं बोल सकता कि ये जो ट्रेडर है his cost price is 23,600. On paper his cost price is 20,000 and on paper his selling price is 21,000. अभी ये जो extra tax है ना, that is called as tax liability, which is my second question. We will solve that. लेकिन अभी के लिए just take this into consideration कि whenever I calculate SP and CP, we will exclude GST. ठीक है? डिस्काउंट को लेंगे ऑफ कोर्स, मार्क प्राइस में डिस्काउंट को ये करके फिर ऐसे करेंगे, लेकिन GST को ऐड मत करते हैं SP and CP. क्या इज दिस क्लियर? ओके. सो नाउ दिस गाय, since he is selling at a profit of 1,000, so 20,000 plus 1,000, 21,000. तो मुझे बताओ कंज्यूमर का कॉस्ट प्राइस क्या होगा? 21,000. Now I need to find GST paid by consumer. तो क्या ये जो SP है इस पे GST लगेगा? महाराष्ट्र टू महाराष्ट्र
9%.
दिस इज माय इंट्रा-स्टेट ट्रांजैक्शन. तो इंट्रा-स्टेट में जीएसटी कैलकुलेशन कैसे होगी? फॉर इंट्रा-स्टेट
9% SGST.
SGST is 9% of 21,000 and CGST is again 9% of 21,000. 9 by 100, this is 21 nines are सही है? So half money is paid to the state, half money is paid to the central government. So इसका GST कितना लगेगा? This is 3,780 rupees. So क्या GST charged by trader B will be the GST paid by consumer C? So इसका आंसर है 3,780 चलेगा? Please look at this process. Trader A to trader B, interstate GST transaction. From trader B to consumer C, Maharashtra, so it is my intra-state GST transaction. You have to show all these calculations. Now,
Then the second trader, he will bring it profit.
he is also, see, when he is buying the product from trader A, he is paying some GST, and when he is selling the product to consumer C, he is charging some GST. तो उसका जो net GST होगा will be GST charged minus GST paid.
No, so he is getting 3,780 minus 3,600, right?
हाँ.
So how is that profit 1,000 rupees?
Because like 360.
अच्छा, this profit, when we are talking about profit, CP, SP, we are not taking GST वाला payment into consideration. यही तो मैंने नोट लिखा है. If you come to page number 4, look at the fourth note guys. In the textbook it is written. For the sake of clarity, can you guys see at the top, page number 4, for the sake of clarity, please mark this, everyone. मैंने जो पॉइंट बोला यही है. ए विप्लव किड्स लोगों को पता है ना ये प्रोसेस. You do not take GST into consideration for CP, SP and profit. इसमें प्रॉफिट और ये सब खेलना ही नहीं है. इसमें the main thing will be total payment by the customer, GST paid by the customer, या फिर very randomly they might ask SP of the trader. They will never ask कि भाई ये कंज्यूमर का प्रॉफिट हुआ या लॉस हुआ, या फिर ट्रेडर का प्रॉफिट हुआ या लॉस हुआ. The trader always will make a profit here. If you see all the questions, the trader is always making a profit. He is never at loss. If you see all the questions here, so यहाँ पे ना कितना प्रॉफिट हुआ, कितना लॉस हुआ, they will never ask. They will ask about calculate the GST in this transaction, calculate the total payment. अभी इसका total payment ही पूछा. If I ask second question, total payment paid by the consumer, it will be cost price plus this GST. सही है? If I ask you guys second question, GST charged by trader A, सब निकालो. GST charged by trader A कितना होगा?
3,600.
Whatever is his selling price, उस पे उसने जितना GST चार्ज किया, will be the GST charged by trader. कितना आ रहा है इसमें?
3,600.
Everyone agrees. If I ask GST paid by trader B, क्या GST charged by trader A is equal to GST paid by trader B? इसने जितना चार्ज किया उतना ही ना इसने उसको पे बैक किया. सही है? Is everyone getting this? Whatever GST was charged by trader A, that same amount is being paid by trader B. So will this be 3,600? Now the fourth question is GST charged by trader B.
180.
Whatever GST this consumer is paying will be the same GST charged by trader B. क्योंकि इसने जितना पे किया उतना ही तो इसने चार्ज किया. How much is that?
3,780.
Now they might use this very weird term, which is tax liability of trader B.
180.
Abhi, please listen to this person. What happens in real life? Now this trader is also purchasing as well as selling. ठीक है? So he is charging some GST. He is also paying some GST. So will he do both the transaction to the respective governments? No. He will not do both the transactions. The net GST जो balance होगा ना, he will only pay that much, या फिर he will only receive that much from the government.
3,780.
Have you guys seen people file their income taxes at the end?
Yeah.
So they show some GST papers. So in that I need to show my tax liability. कि how much GST I owe to the government and how much GST the government owns me. Suppose for example if I buy a car और मेरा net tax negative में है, then I will get a tax return. So now look at this trader B. How much tax is he charging? 3,780. How much tax is he paying? 3,600. तो उसका net liability is always tax charged minus tax paid. So how much is this? 3,780 minus 3,600. This is his tax liability, which is 180 rupees. This question might come in the exam. ये competency में है.
So if this comes in, if the tax liability comes in negative, it means you are getting the money, right?
See, surprisingly, if the tax liability comes in negative, the trader is at a loss. He will never be at a loss. I have checked all the questions, solved all the questions. He never incurs a loss. Have you guys seen? He never incurs a loss. He will either sell at the same price or he will leave some profit. लेकिन वो ट्रेडर अगर ट्रेडर ने लॉस कर दिया ना, ऐसा कोई नेगेटिव एग्जांपल नहीं है. So of course then tax charge will be smaller and tax paid will be bigger. He is incurring a loss.
So in normal people who don't sell anything, they just buy stuff.
Consumers.
Only. So for them, they'll always have to pay tax. They'll never get anything back.
Yes, we are always paying the tax to the government. लेकिन see, these people are businessmen, so they are buying and selling. तो उसमें sometimes they have this tax liability where the government gives them back the money. तो टैक्स लायबिलिटी, एवरीवन प्लीज नोट डाउन दिस पॉइंट, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो ये जो इन बिटवीन ट्रेडर जो होगा ना, इट इज ऑलवेज टैक्स चार्ज बाय द ट्रेडर माइनस टैक्स पेड बाय द ट्रेडर. इन टेक्स्ट बुक दे हैव यूज्ड अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट वर्ड, आउटपुट टैक्स, इनपुट टैक्स. आई जस्ट कैन नॉट रिलेट टू दैट वर्ड. बाय आउटपुट इनपुट क्या होता है? एक तो टैक्स चार्ज और टैक्स पेड. सो आई एम गोइंग विद दिस नेम कन्वेंशन कि टैक्स चार्ज बाय द ट्रेडर and tax paid by the trader. सही है? Output tax, input tax is very weird.
What are they respectively?
अच्छा, tax charge is my output tax and tax paid is my input tax. Just make a note. In textbook, जो tax charge कर रहा है ना वो trader, that is my output tax, and whatever tax that trader is paying when he is buying the product, it's tax input. So tax output minus tax input. Weird language. What name convention are you guys following?
Output tax.
Just be careful, huh? Because I could not understand that output tax, input tax. So I use this word.
Tax charged and tax incurred.
हाँ, हमेशा tax charged minus tax paid या फिर tax incurred.
फिर टैक्स लायबिलिटी को टैक्स ऑन वैल्यू एडिशन कहते हैं.
हाँ भाई, this entire scenario is value addition. ये जो मिडिल वाला जो बंदा है ना, is परचेजिंग द प्रोडक्ट एज वेल एज सेलिंग द प्रोडक्ट. सो ये एंडिंग वाला और स्टार्टिंग वाला तो सिंपल है. द मिडिल गाय, वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू एडिशन ऑफ जीएसटी, जिसको बोलते हैं टैक्स लायबिलिटी. ठीक है एवरीवन? या फिर दे कैन इवन यूज दिस वर्ड, नेट जीएसटी ऑफ ट्रेडर बी. चलेगा गाइस? Net GST of trader B. How are you finding this chapter? See, you just need to know the process. Trader A to trader B to consumer C. First, do the process. Okay.
Solving problem the portal lets you know. Look at the ghetto, the momentarily down. I'm solving problems one beat at a time. I see math is a puzzle, and the solution is mine. And the solution is mine. And the solution is mine.